Welcome to another painting tutorial, and this one we're going to look at the Dark Vengeance Chaos Cultists. So this is actually the second one. The first one I did with the ranged weapons. This is all close combat weapons and the flamer. So I did these guys up fairly simply, and you'll see the sort of steps I took. This is the last thing in my Dark Vengeance series, and so I'll show us a couple pictures at the very end of everything. So yeah, here's the guys. Got some tufts of grass on there. Very simple paint jobs, good for tabletop, but nothing too fancy. So basic flesh colors there, some browns there, some grays, and then silver. That's really all there is to these guys. So the skin, just like I said there, base coat, wash, and then two quick highlights, and kind of sloppy, but just enough to get them done quickly. Some of the leather, so we have leather bits here and here. With the different guys, different areas, so there's duplicates of almost all the guys except for this guy, the sergeant, and the heavy weapon. So I try to alternate different colors. So got some leather bits like that. Metal, obviously the same on all of them. Newland oil. They might have got the Agrax Earthshade wash as well, just depending on the timing of the order in which you do them. Some gray bits on this guy, not too much on him because he doesn't really have a shirt on, but the other ones have more. Some other brown details, so it's just mostly Rhinox hide, and that would be the same down here. Okay, so started off with the black spray paint, and then did some of the silver. I like to do silver near the beginning just because it's pretty messy, and it's hard to cover up later on. Well, it's hard to cover up if you put it over top of other things. So there we go. These are your base colors here. So we got your flesh, got some browns, gray, lighter brown, and silver. And that's really all there is to these guys. And so depending on which ones, they all kind of got different areas painted up. So there's the 10 of them. And much like my other squad, I wanted to get these guys finished as fast as possible. So after that, they got washes. So this is with the wash on it. So that's the flesh shade wash there. Agrax Earth shade on all of that. And now I'm just going to be highlighting up some of those grays. Sorry, browns. And sort of in between the steps there, I did the Strickland mud. That'll get dry brushed later, and the rim will get touched up as well. Okay, so we'll start working on the fleshes there. You can see just trying to paint up the raised areas and kind of overbrushing on the face just to pick up any of the highlights and give a bit of depth to it. There I'm getting some of the grays, I think. And yeah, so it got most of the base colors, at least one highlight on them here. And as you can see, these could be tabletop ready, but I want to bring out some of the colors just a little bit more. So after one or two little highlights, some of these just kind of the edge highlights on the brown there, just some of the stuff that you would see more obviously on the tabletop. Dry brushed the bases, put on some tufts there, just random ones everywhere, and these guys are done. So like I said, there's duplicates of all the guys except for these two here, and I'll show you them separately. So there's the sergeant. Not a lot of great detail I painted on there, but kind of painted those as if they were tied onto his fingers. And this guy here, those gloves, kind of gray. Maybe not the best choice. Probably should have painted this this tubing here, but I didn't. So, like I said, these guys, I wanted them to be all done really quickly. So, cut a lot of corners to make it quite fast. So these guys here, you can see the colors kind of are opposite on some of them, just to make them look a little bit different. Although this one here, the gray shirt kind of makes it the same. But these browns here, I switched them up on these two. Obviously not a lot of options on this guy, but the different browns again. Same with this. So these end up looking almost the same anyways, but I'd like to try to make it look a little bit different where possible. And that's it. So here's the whole Dark Vengeance thing. It took me a long time to paint. I'm missing the limited edition guy. He's not in this picture. But I got all the Ravenwing Bikers, the Deathwing Terminators, the Tactical Squad, the characters, and then the other So there's the other squad of cultists that I did, a bit more of a bluish gray tone. These guys are a bit more brown. And then the Chosen Marines and the Hellbrute and the characters. So if you want to check those out, make sure you look at my channel or go to my blog, and you'll see lots of pictures and guides for all of these different painting tutorials. Hope you enjoyed this series. Sorry it took so long. And make sure you leave some comments if you have any other suggestions for things you'd like to see in the future. See you next time.